The Tahirih Justice Center got started 20 years ago as a result of my involvement in a case when I was a law student involving a young woman from Togo, West Africa, who was fleeing female genital mutilation and a forced polygamous marriage. At that time, in 1995, our laws did not provide for refugee status for women and girls fleeing forms of persecution that were being inflicted simply because they were women. I argued her case before the immigration judge. It was appealed ultimately to the highest immigration court in the United States, where it received a good deal of media attention, and at that level, she won. And her case then set national legal precedent, opening up the doors to what we now call gender-based asylum. There was also commercial interest in her story of escape, in my story of helping her as a law student, and she and I wrote a book together. I used my portion of the proceeds of that book to start the Tahirih Justice Center.
Tahirih's clients come from all over the world. They come from every continent, every country. They come here seeking protection and safety when their own countries can't provide it for them. Some of our clients have experienced really horrific violence. They have experienced female genital mutilation or cutting. They've experienced forced marriages, domestic violence. These are forms of violence that women and girls experience more than men do simply because of their gender. Being traumatized by domestic violence, human trafficking, or other forms of gender violence can make it very hard to tell and share the details of your story. We work very hard developing a relationship with each of the women who approaches us seeking help so that she feels she can open up to us. When a woman comes to the United States, she may have nothing but her courage and her hope for a brighter future. Tahirih Justice Center tries everything we can to offer holistic services from case management to placement in shelter, all the way through legal services to the very last stages of her process. It's just a drop in the bucket for what a woman needs to get from a victim to being a survivor and an advocate.
By the time our clients come to us, they are already heroes. They have already decided to leave. Some of them have traveled through deserts, over oceans. They've had to scramble together resources. They've had to navigate a system where they don't understand the law, they don't know the language, and they don't know the systems. And many of them have had to do that with infants in tow, young children who are dependent on them, and with absolutely no resources and with ostracism and exclusion from their families. It's incredible what they go through in order to seek justice, and it's a real privilege to be able to support them in their journey and in their courage.
Just imagine the courage it must take then to leave everything she knows behind and come somewhere where when she says, "I'm done, and I need help, and I need protection," she might actually get that. And that's what we're here to do in the United States. We have laws that have been passed by our Congress that allow us to offer safe haven and protection to a woman, a girl, a child, a family that has experienced the kind of violence some of us can't even imagine. And so we use the law here at Tahirih to help those women and kids get the kind of protection they need, what they deserve, and what they're entitled to under the law.
But the complexity of the system and the inaccessibility of the system right now means that without a lawyer, you have only a 16% chance of success. With any lawyer, you have 47% chance of success. And with the Tahirih Justice Center's legal representation, you have a 99% chance of success. Very unfortunately, we're only able right now to help 1 out of every 10 women and girls who call us for help. It is the hardest part of the job of everybody who works at Tahirih to have to say no to so many women and girls that we would like to help and we can't simply because of lack of capacity. There is so much more that the Tahirih Justice Center can do. Our model for providing services is efficient. We turn every dollar donated into 4 of impact. It's effective. We have a 99% success rate, and it's replicable, and we've tested that throughout the United States. I don't think that anyone in 1997, when we first got started, could have predicted where we are now. But because of the tremendous need that we've responded to, the incredible army of dedicated staff, incredible board members, and heroic pro bono attorneys, volunteers, donors, and others who enable Tahirih to do its work, we're now in multiple cities throughout the United States and a national leader in public policy advocacy on behalf of immigrant women and girls. We have a long way to go before women and girls are truly protected from violence, but we need that army of support to grow, and we need others to join us in the fight for the equality of women and men. We need the support of donors who will come forward and help protect women and girls from violence, but also help transform society.